How to Communicate and Influence People 21 Powerful Tricks and Tips with Real World Examples, a comprehensive guide to mastering the art of communication and persuasion. Introduction. The foundation of influence communication is the single most important skill you will ever develop. It determines the quality of your relationships, the success of your career, the depth of your friendships, and the strength of your influence in the world. Yet, despite its critical importance, most people never formally study how to communicate effectively. They stumble through conversations, misread social cues, and wonder why their ideas fail to gain traction while others seem to effortlessly sway opinion and inspire action. This audiobook is your comprehensive guide to mastering the art of communication and influence. Over the next 21 chapters, you will discover powerful techniques backed by decades of psychological research, techniques used by master negotiators, world-class salespeople, charismatic leaders, and skilled relationship builders. Each trick comes with real-world examples so you can immediately apply what you learn. Before we begin, let us establish an essential framework. There is a critical difference between influence and manipulation. Influence is the ability to shape perceptions, guide decisions, and inspire action through genuine connection and ethical persuasion. Manipulation serves only the manipulator at the expense of others. The techniques in this guide are tools, and like all tools, their value depends on the intention of the person using them. The art of communication is the language of leadership. James Hume's research by Harvard Business Review found that leaders who listen well are perceived as significantly more trustworthy and competent by their teams. Studies from the Journal of Applied Psychology show that effective communicators earn up to 40% more over their lifetimes. And work published in Nature Human Behavior demonstrates that personalized, empathetic communication is up to 64% more persuasive than generic messages. The foundation of all great communication rests on three pillars. First, understanding yourself, your communication style, your triggers, your blind spots. Second, understanding others, their fears, desires, motivations, and concerns. Third, bridging the gap between what you want to say and what they need to hear. Each chapter in this guide follows a consistent structure. We begin with the core principle, then explore the science behind why it works, then provide step-by-step instructions for applying it, and finally illustrate everything with detailed real-world examples. By the time you finish this audiobook, you will have a complete toolkit for communicating with clarity, building rapport instantly, persuading ethically, and influencing outcomes in every area of your life. Let us begin this journey together. Trick 1. The power of active listening. The principle: most people listen with the intent to reply, not to understand. They nod along while mentally rehearsing their next statement, waiting for the slightest pause to jump in with their own perspective. Active listening is the radical opposite. It is the practice of fully concentrating on what is being said, understanding the complete message, responding thoughtfully, and remembering the information. It is about making the other person feel genuinely heard, valued, and understood. Active listening is not passive. It requires deliberate effort and focused attention. It means suspending your own agenda, silencing the internal voice that wants to judge or advise, and giving the speaker your complete presence. When you master this skill, you will notice a dramatic shift in how people respond to you. They will open up more, trust you faster, and be significantly more receptive to your ideas. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. Stephen Covey, the science behind active listening neuroscience research from UCLA, has shown that when people feel truly heard, their brain releases oxytocin, the same hormone associated with bonding, trust, and connection. This neurochemical response creates a powerful sense of safety and rapport that goes far beyond the content of the conversation itself. A landmark study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that leaders who demonstrated strong active listening skills were rated as more trustworthy, more competent, and more promotable by their direct reports. The study also revealed that active listening reduced workplace conflict by 60% and improved team performance by 42%. The Gottman Institute, which has studied relationships for over 4 decades, found that the single greatest predictor of relationship success is not how much couples agree on, but whether they feel heard and understood by their partner. Couples who practice active listening are 50% more likely to report relationship satisfaction. How to practice active listening: give full attention. Put away your phone. Make consistent eye contact and face the person speaking. Show through your body language that they are the most important thing in your world at that moment. Turn your entire body toward them, not just your head. Paraphrase and reflect. Repeat back what you have heard in your own words. Use phrases like, so what I am hearing is, or it sounds like you are saying, or if I understand correctly. You feel this accomplishes two things. It confirms your understanding and it proves to the speaker that you are truly paying attention. Ask clarifying questions. Show genuine curiosity about their experience. Ask questions like, can you tell me more about that? Or what did you mean when you said, or how did that make you feel? Avoid questions that lead or judge. Focus on questions that open up deeper exploration. Avoid interrupting. Let them finish their thoughts completely before you respond. Even if you have a brilliant insight brewing, hold it. The moment will come, but premature interruption signals that your thoughts are more important than theirs. Use minimal encouragers. Small verbal cues like I see, aha, that makes sense, and go on show you're engaged without interrupting their flow. These sounds serve as emotional oxygen. They keep the speaker breathing life into the conversation. Remember and reference details. In future conversations, reference things they have told you. How did that presentation go that you were nervous about? This shows you genuinely care and pay attention, which deepens trust exponentially. Listen for the unspoken. Pay attention to what is not being said. If someone keeps avoiding a particular topic, there may be something important underneath. Watch for changes in tone, pace, or energy. These often signal emotional transitions worth exploring. Real-world examples. Example 1. The frustrated colleague. Your coworker Sarah seems frustrated after a meeting and wants to talk to you about it. Per response, yeah, I know. The meeting was terrible. Anyway, did you see that email from accounting? This response dismisses her feelings and redirects the conversation to your agenda. Sarah will not come to you again. Active listening response. You seem really frustrated about what happened in the meeting. I would like to understand what is going on. Can you tell me more about what is bothering you? After she explains, you respond, so it sounds like you felt dismissed when your proposal was not even discussed. That must have been really discouraging, especially since you worked so hard on it. By using active listening, you have made Sarah feel heard and understood, built trust, strengthened your relationship, and created an environment where she will be more open to your ideas in the future. Example 2. The sales conversation. A potential client is explaining their business challenges. Per response, I understand. Let me tell you about our product and how it can solve all your problems. This pivots immediately to your agenda without truly understanding their situation. Active listening response. It sounds like your biggest challenge is reducing customer churn while keeping acquisition costs manageable. And you mentioned that the last solution you tried did not deliver the results you expected. Can you help me understand what specifically did not work? This demonstrates genuine interest, uncovers deeper needs, and positions you as a trusted advisor rather than a pushy salesperson. Example 3. The parent-child conversation. Your teenager comes home upset about a conflict with a friend. Per response, just ignore them. It is not a big deal. When I was your age, this minimizes their experience and redirects to your story. Active listening response. That sounds really painful. Tell me what happened. After listening fully, reflect back so you feel betrayed because you trusted her with something personal and she shared it with others. That is a really difficult situation. Only after they feel fully heard should you offer any advice, and even then, ask permission first. Would you like to hear my thoughts, or do you just need to vent? The ROI of active listening. Studies show that active listening can increase your influence by up to 40%, improve relationship satisfaction by 50%, reduce misunderstandings and conflict by 60%, and make you a more effective leader, negotiator, and partner. The investment in the single skill pays dividends across every area of your life. Trick 2. Mirror and match body language. The principal people are naturally drawn to those who are similar to them. One of the most powerful ways to create rapport is through mirroring, subtly matching another person's body language, gestures, speech patterns, and energy level. This is not about mimicking or mocking someone. It is about creating a subconscious sense that this person is like me, which triggers trust and comfort at a deep psychological level. Mirroring works because of a fascinating phenomenon in the human brain called mirror neurons. These specialized brain cells fire both when we perform an action and when we observe someone else performing the same action. They are the neural basis of empathy,